We've been running out of time for a while now. If Duffy's going to overcome his weaknesses and lose the weight before it kills him, he can't just treat training like a chore, he has to enjoy it. But it's been hard for him to find any sort of inspiration for working out. But then he texted me the other day, and apparently all the sword training videos we've done recently has got him excited to do sword training things. So, heck yeah, train with swords. So what's it going to be, Duffy? Gohan's Z-sword training, Zoro's training.
Zelda training.
That's not even an anime. That's not even one of my videos.
Zelda training! I don't have a... There are some iconic swords out there. King Arthur had Excalibur, Inuyasha had the Tessaiga, and the hero of Hyrule wields the sword that seals the darkness, the blade of evil's bane, the Master Sword. The iconic purple sword has been around since the third game in the series, A Link to the Past, and you bet I've been playing the hell out of Age of Calamity. Oh yeah, that game is fun. Pure and simple. So of course playing this game has made me want to break out my own Master Sword replica and swing it around. Steven has talked about how some swordplay, when treated like we treat shadowboxing, can be an effective workout. So how about we do this with a little Hyrulean twist? This is my own take on a real anime training type video. I call it the Champion's Workout. This workout is specifically about the version of Link we see in Breath of the Wild and Age of Calamity. Quick reminder for those of you who haven't played it in a while, Link wakes up in the Shrine of Resurrection at the beginning of Breath of the Wild. And because that's how the game starts, I'm going to say you get bonus points for doing this first thing in the morning.
Open your eyes. I said open your eyes!
I mean, we already know that doing your workout in the morning compared to in the evening produces better results. It gives you energy to really work throughout the day and be more productive and effective and all that stuff. So you should be doing the workout first thing in the morning, but I mean, obviously everyone's life and schedule is going to be different. The first thing Link does when he sees light is, he stares at the skyline outside his front door. You may not have a skyline. That's fine. Just stare at your neighbor's house for an uncomfortably long time, and then check that off your list. Okay, for real, the first real thing about this exercise is picking things up and walking around. Link roams all around the land of Hyrule, and he is constantly picking things up. So I'm going to recommend you hit the woods, preferably one with a walking trail, and just start walking at a brisk pace.
I'm not sure I would call that brisk.
I didn't ask you. Kneel down to pick up random objects and carry them with you for a while. But we're not just carrying things, we're doing things with them. See that tree branch? Pick it up. Give it a good few swings against the tree until it breaks. Yeah, these things actually do break fast. Picked up a rock, hold it over your head if you know that you can do so without dropping it on yourself, and then toss it as far as you can. Just be careful when you pick up rocks. You could cause a Korok to appear. As long as you're moving around, carrying things, and squatting to pick them up, not bending at the hips, you're doing just fine. Do this for 10 minutes and vary it up. One day you might not get so far because you spent more time picking things up and putting them down and doing stuff with them. And then the next time you do this, you might go for long distances and not interact with the world around you as much. Just have fun. Next up is something that Champion Link does a whole lot of: climbing. Make sure that it's not raining when you do this part. I'm going to say right now that if you have access to a professional rock wall, just go ahead and use it. If you have to get in line to climb every time you come down, I'd say give it your best shot 3 to 5 times. And I say your best shot because Steven's best shot at rock climbing will look different from my best shot, which will look different from your best shot. There's actually a rock climbing gym opening up near me in March, so maybe we'll do a follow-up video to this when it opens. So if you're like me right now and don't have a rock climbing gym nearby, we're going to do something different. Different in terms of the kind of muscles you're going to be using, but similar in terms of theme. We're talking about vaulting or crawling. Now, I did do some wall vaults back when I did that Spartan race a couple years ago. It wasn't easy. In fact, I needed help from the guys behind me to basically push me up and over. Your two options here are either something you can cleanly vault over, like a 4 to 6 foot wall, or something more cumbersome that's going to force you to move in uncomfortable ways as you pass it. I'm actually going to go with my car, and I'm going to crawl through it. With both the driver's and passenger's doors open, I'm going to cross from one door to the other. Because of my size, it's not going to be easy to do so. I need to use my hands to grab onto ledges like the chair in front of me and the outside of the car so I can pull my lower half through the vehicle. And once I'm done, I'm going to do it a few more times.
This isn't going to work.
No?
No, I'm too big.
Okay, change of plans. I'm just going to go ahead and do it with the rock climbing gym when that opens and just not do it until then. So no climbing or vaulting or anything until the gym is open. On to step 3. And step 3 is going to be one of 2 rune-based exercises. If you do this workout twice a week, just alternate runes. Even though I had you do some picking things up and throwing them during your walk, we're going to focus on that more now. Grab a kettlebell, preferably one that you own and not the one you stole from the gym. You know what you did. Lift it over your head and throw it. This is the bomb throw. When you toss it, you want to toss it far enough away that if it were to explode, you'd be safe. After you've thrown it, run to it. Pick it back up over your head and repeat. Do this for 5 minutes. For the other Sheikah rune-based workout, we're going to talk about Stasis. So find a tree or some other large immovable object and just wail on it for 10 seconds. And I'm talking about like finding a tree branch or something and just wailing on it with that. Do that for 10 seconds, because in the game, Stasis will hold an object frozen in time and place for 10 seconds. Once that time is expired, all the force that Link applied to it during those 10 seconds is suddenly going to hit it all at once and send it flying. So what we're going to do is have you wail on it for 10 seconds, a tree or something like that, and then once the 10 seconds are up, just go ahead and run for 10 seconds in a big circle or something like that. Then come back to the tree and do it again. Do this for about 3 minutes. You can take breaks in between, but you want to get about 3 minutes of this in there and try and make sure you're using both sides of your body. So if you're swinging with your left hand one time, swing with your right hand the other time. Nice. Finally, the centerpiece of this workout. What spurred me on to make this in the first place. Now, if you use the link in the description below, you'll be taken to an Amazon page where you can buy the same practice sword that Steven and I use. We get a bit of money thrown our way whenever someone uses this link to buy the sword, so if you do that, thank you. I haven't gotten my sword in yet, to be honest, but like I said, I got a Master Sword replica, and for this video, why would I not use that? So, here we are in a field, surrounded by monsters and Yiga clan members on all sides. The only way out of this mess is to cut them all down where they stand. Bokoblins and Moblins and Wizrobes and Lizalfos and Keese, all coming at you with a desire to see your entrails strewn out on the grassy plains of Hyrule. And the only thing stopping them is your sword and your courage. So like Steven always taught us, guys, train both sides. So for example, if we're doing diagonal downward sword swipes, downward diagonal sword swipes, like that, over the shoulder, down, over the shoulder, down. Switch your hand positions when you're done with those reps, and then do it on the other side. Make sure we're switching hand positions. Also make sure there's no one behind you that you will stab with your metal sword, because you don't want to go to jail. Hi guys. But seriously, make sure you train both sides, otherwise you're going to wind up with a muscular imbalance, because that's what he taught us. I'm talking about Steven like he's dead. Yeah, Steven would be so proud if he knew that we were training both sides. Rest his soul.
Rest in pieces.
Rest in
Because he went at the wrong end of the sword.
So pop in your earbuds, turn on the most epic, heroic, inspiring music that you've got in your library, and go at it. Fight your imagination for about 10 minutes and really get creative with it.
Control is the name of the game here. Anyone can swing a sword around wildly. You should be focused on how you move the sword and your body with it. Spin attacks will just get you hurt, like Duffy did.
And when you're done with all this, go for a jog, because a hero's work is never done. Let's finish this thing up with a little cool down jog, 5 minutes. If you can't really get a jog in, just walk for 10, and then you're done. So Steven, what do you think about my first attempt at doing a real anime training type video, huh?
Yeah, it was fine. But don't forget to talk about progressions.
Ah, yes, thank you. We do need to talk about progression. See, this workout was designed by me, with my own limitations in mind. That means it's more than possible that it won't be as challenging for you as it is for me, as written. With the bomb throw, you can obviously increase the weight of your kettlebell, keeping in mind that you don't want to hold anything over your head that you wouldn't want to risk dropping on your head. That said, the safest way to progress the bomb throw is just by adding more reps in. For the stasis cycle, I'd recommend wailing on the object with something heavier like a sledgehammer. You won't get as many whacks in as you would with the tree branch because it's going to be harder to move, but that's also just part of what makes it progression. It's harder to do. And of course, the main event, the sword play. It can be extended for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Honestly, I think that if you get through the first 10 minutes easily enough, just wait till the next time you do this workout and add 5 minutes to your sword play time. And that's about it. I would suggest only doing this workout twice a week at most, combining it with another traditional upper body workout at the gym, and also not shirking leg day. That should get you, 4 days of workouts in per week? If you do any more than that, obviously that's up to you. Guys, I love The Legend of Zelda. I have loved it for over a decade, and I'm looking forward to doing more videos like that. But this has been 2 sword-centric videos in a row, so we're going to do something different next week. Until next time, my friends, I'm the anime trainer. I work out so you don't have to.
Neither of those things are true, Duffy. Just get back here and do the outro properly.
Good luck, and hiya!